In our final technical chapter, Advanced Features, we're going to take a look at a handful of topics within Spring Security that grant us additional options for securing our applications. One of these items is HTTPS channel security. So HTTPS is a secure protocol that we use in place of HTTP when we are transferring sensitive information from our client to our server. HTTPS will encrypt the information being passed between the two entities so that if it were intercepted, an attacker would not easily be able to discern the information being transported. Next, we'll take a look at cross-site request forgery and how Spring Security provides us with an option to protect our web applications from such an attack. We'll take a look at how CSRF can be enabled or disabled and the requirements in order to use it when creating forms within a web application. Next, we'll look at the authentication tag on the Spring Security JSP tag library. This tag will provide us with information about our authenticated principal and provide us with an easy mechanism to display that information on our user interface. Next, we'll move into Remember Me Authentication. Now, you're probably familiar with Remember Me Authentication, but you may not have looked at the technical details of it. So, Remember Me Authentication is when you authenticate with a system on the web, and then log out and you go somewhere else for, let's say, a day, an hour. You come back, you access that web-based system, and you are automatically authenticated. Spring Security provides us with out-of-the-box support for Remember Me Authentication. It's very easy to set that up. One word of caution here. You want to be very selective to the applications that you do apply this approach to. And this is normally based upon the sensitivity of your data. So for example, if I am making a Christmas wish list, maybe Remember Me Authentication is fine. Because if somebody gets that information, really what are they going to do with it? Maybe they can have somebody buy me something that I didn't really want. There's not a lot of damage there, but if my bank is putting this in place, this would be probably not a good option for a financial institution because the information is much more valuable. An attacker cares much less about my Christmas wish list as opposed to my bank account. So you want to be selective with where you apply Remember Me Authentication. Finally, we'll move into configuring Spring Security with Java. We know that Spring has introduced Java configuration, and we'll take a look at a number of Java configurations to enable different features of Spring Security. So this chapter is really going to provide you with some additional options for securing your application. And when we put these features in place, we really get that defense in depth that makes strong and secure applications.